Hello students, welcome to this lecture on quadratic equation. So in this lecture, we will continue exercise 4.1. So in our previous lecture, we have started exercise 4.1 and there we have solved question number 1. Okay, so in this lecture, we'll start from exercise 4.1, question number 2. So in question number 2, here we have to represent the following situations in the form of quadratic equations. So here we have this information. The area of a rectangular plot is 528 square meter. The length of the plot in meters is one more than twice its breadth. And we need to find the length and breadth of the plot. Okay. So here in first one, here we have basically given area of the rectangular plot. That is 528 meters square. And here we have given this information. The length of the plot in meters is one more than twice its breadth. Okay. So here we can represent the situation in the form of quadratic equation. So now let us solve this problem. So here first we let the breadth of the plot be x meter. Okay, so x meter. Hence, by the given information, the length is one more than twice its breadth. Okay, so hence the length of the plot is 2x plus 1 meter. Okay, so we know the area of a rectangle, that is equal to length into breadth. Okay, so here the length is 2x plus 1 and the breadth is x meter. So now area of this rectangular plot is equal to 2x plus 1 times x. Okay, so here in this question we have given the area of this rectangular plot is 528 meters square. Okay, so now we can create this equation. This is 528, this is equal to x times 2x plus 1. Okay, so now if we simplify, then it implies 2x square plus x minus 528 is equal to 0. Okay, so this is the quadratic equation. So this is a quadratic equation. So this equation is basically the representation of the following situation in terms of quadratic equation. Okay, so in the form of quadratic equation, this is the required quadratic equation. Now let us move to question number 2. So in question number 2, here we have asked that the product of two consecutive positive integers is 306 and we need to find the integers. So this situation have to represent in the form of quadratic equations. Okay, so here we can first let two consecutive integers as x and x plus 1. Okay, and now if we take the product x times x plus 1, this is equal to 306. Okay, and now if we simplify this, then we'll get your required quadratic equation. Okay, so now let us see how to approach. So here we let the consecutive integers be x and x plus 1. So it is given that their product is 306. Okay, so now the x times x plus 1, this is equal to 306 and it implies x square plus x minus 306, this is equal to 0. Okay, and this equation basically is the representation of the following situation in the form of quadratic equation. Okay, so now let us move to question number 3. So in question number 3, here it said Rohan's mother is 26 years old, 26 years older than him. Okay, and the product of their ages in years 3 years from now will be 360. We would like to find Rohan's present age. Okay, so we have given these situations and we need to represent this situation in the form of quadratic equation. Okay, so let us see how can you solve this problem. So here we let the Rohan's present age be x, okay, and his mother's age is equal to x plus 26, and 3 years hence Rohan's age, this is equal to x plus 3 years, and his mother's age is equal to x plus 2, x plus 26 plus 3, that is equal to x plus 29. Okay, so now it is given that the product of their ages after 3 years is 360. Okay, so therefore x plus 3 times x plus 29, this is equal to 360. Okay, and now if you simplify it, then it implies x squared plus 32x minus 273 is equal to 0. Okay, so this equation basically is a representation of the following situation in the form of quadratic equation. Okay, so now let us move to next question. So in next question, here we said a train travels a distance of 480 km at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 8 km per hour less, then it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. And we need to find the speed of the train. Okay, so basically here we have given that a train travels a distance 480 km at a uniform speed. Okay, so speed here uniform, and if the speed had been 8 km per hour less, then it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. Okay, so this situation will have to represent in the form of quadratic equation. So let's see how to represent this situation in the form of quadratic equation. Okay, so here we let the speed of the train be x km per hour. Okay, so time taken to travel 480 km, that is equal to actually that is equal to total distance, that is 480 km by total speed, to the total speed. Okay, uniform speed, that is x km per hour. Okay, so the total taken time to travel 480 km, this is equal to 480 divided by x hours. And in second condition, let the speed of the train, this is equal to x minus 8 km per hour. Okay, so the let the speed of the train, that is equal to x, and now speed of the train 8 km per hour less. So in second condition, let the speed of the train is equal to x minus 8 km per hour. So it is also given that the train will take 3 hours to 3 hours more to cover the same distance. Okay, so therefore time taken to travel 480 km, this is basically equal to now 480 divided by x plus 3 hours. Since 3 hours will take 3 hours more to cover the same distance. Okay, so now the total time taken to travel 480 km, this is equal to 480 divided by x plus 3 hours. Okay, so now speed, we know speed into time, this is equal to distance. Okay, so we know this formula we have studied in physics. Okay, so speed into time, this is equal to distance. So now here speed is x minus 8, okay, km per hour, and the time taken, that is equal to 480 divided by x plus 3, and here the distance is 480 km times 480 divided by x plus 3, this is equal to 480. Okay, so now if we simplify this, then it implies 480 plus 3x minus 3840 divided by x minus 24, this is equal to 480. Okay, so now it implies 3x minus 3840 divided by x, this is equal to 24. Okay, so now if we simplify further, then it implies 3x square minus 24x minus 3840, that is equal to 0. Okay, so now if we now divide whole equation by 3, then you will get the equation x square minus 8x minus 1280. This is equal to 0. Okay, so this is the quadratic equation. So the following situation can be represented in the form of quadratic equations as x square minus 8x minus 1280 is equal to 0. Okay, so now we will start exercise 4.2. Okay, so here in first question, here we have to find the roots of the following quadratic equation by factorization. Okay, so we have studied in our previous lecture how to find the roots of the quadratic equation by using factorization method. Okay, so you have already studied in your previous chapter 2, how to factorize a polynomial, how to factorize a quadratic polynomial by using splitting the middle terms. Okay, so here we can find the roots of this quadratic equation by using factorization method. Okay, so in first one we have given this equation x square minus 3x minus 10, this is equal to 0. Okay, so here the middle term is basically minus 3x. So here middle term is minus 3x. So let us solve this problem. So here we have given this quadratic polynomial x square minus 3x minus 10. Okay, now if we split the middle term minus 3x as minus 5x plus 2x, okay, then it is equal to x square minus 5x plus 2x minus 10. Okay, and now it is equal to x times x minus 5 plus 2 times x minus 5, and this is equal to x minus 5 times x plus 2. So this is the factorization of the quadratic polynomial x square minus 3x minus 10. So basically we have here done the middle term. Here we split the middle term minus 3x. Okay, and here we splitted the middle term minus 3x as minus 5x plus 2x, so that the product minus 5x times 2x, that is equal to minus 10x square. Okay, and we get the product of these two linear factors x minus 5 times x plus 2. And now for finding the roots of this quadratic equation, we have to equate this factorization is equal to 0. Okay, so roots for this equation are the values for which x minus 5 times x plus 2, this is equal to 0. So the product of two linear factors is equal to 0. So it implies either x minus 5, this is equal to 0, or x plus 2, this is equal to 0. So therefore x minus 5 is equal to 0, it implies x equal to 5, or x plus 2, this is equal to 0, it implies x equal to minus 2. So therefore the roots of this given quadratic equation are 5 and minus 2. Okay, so the roots are 5 and minus 2. Now let us move to next problem. So in next one we have given this quadratic equation 2x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, so here the middle term is here x. So here we have to split the middle term x, so that if we split the middle term x as ax plus bx, then ax times bx, this should be minus 6 times 2x square, that is minus 12x square. Okay, so here we can split the middle term x as 4x minus 3x. Okay, so let us solve this problem. So here we can split the middle term x as 4x minus 3x. So now 2x square plus x minus 6, this is equal to 2x square plus 4x minus 3x minus 6. Okay, and this is equal to 2x times x plus 2 minus 3 times x plus 2, and it is equal to x plus 2 times 2x minus 3. Okay, so here after factorizing 2x square plus x minus 6 by using splitting the middle terms, we get this is equal to x plus 2 times 2x minus 3. Okay, so now for finding the roots of this given equation, so roots of this equation are the values for which the product of these two linear factors is equal to 0. Okay, so the product of these two linear factors is equal to 0. So therefore either x plus 2 is equal to 0 or 2x minus 3, this is equal to 0. Okay, so x plus 2 is equal to 0. It implies x is equal to minus 2. And when 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, then the value of x is equal to 3 by 2. Okay, so the value of x is minus 2 and the values of x are minus 2 and 3 by 2. So therefore the roots of this quadratic equation are minus 2 and 3 by 2. Now let us see next question. So in next equation we have given this quadratic equation, root 2 times x square plus 7x plus 5 times root 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so here the middle term is 7x and we have to split the middle term 7x here. Okay, so let us see the solution. So we have given this quadratic polynomial root 2 times x square plus 7x plus 5 times root 2, and we can split the middle term here 7x as 5x plus 2x. Okay, so this is equal to root 2 times x square plus 5x plus 2x plus 5 times root 2. Okay, and this is equal to x times root 2 times x plus 5 plus root 2 times root 2x plus 5, and this is equal to root 2x plus 5 into x plus root 2. Okay, so if we factorize the quadratic polynomial root 2 x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2, then we will get this is equal to root 2 times x plus 5 into x plus root 2. Okay, so now for roots of this equation are the values for which root 2x plus 5 times x plus root 2, this is equal to 0. Okay, so therefore root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0, or x plus root 2, this is equal to 0. Okay, so that is x is equal to minus 5 by root 2 or x is equal to minus root 2. Okay, so therefore the roots of this quadratic equation are minus 5 by root 2 and minus root 2. And now let us see next quadratic equation. So in next one we have given 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8, this is equal to 0. So let us see how to factorize first the quadratic polynomial 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8, then we will find the roots of this quadratic equation. Okay, so roots of this equation are the values. So here 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8, this can be written as 1 by 8 times 16x square minus 8x plus 1. This is equal to 1 by 8 times 16x square minus 4x plus 1. And this is equal to 1 by 8 times 4x minus 1 minus 1 times 4x minus 1. And this is equal to 1 by 8 times 4x minus 1 square. And for now the roots of this equation are the values for which 4x minus 1 whole square, this is equal to 0. Okay, so therefore 4x minus 1, this is equal to 0, or 4x minus 1, this is equal to 0. That is x is equal to 1 by 4 or x is equal to 1 by 4. So therefore the roots of this quadratic equation are 1 by 4 and 1 by 4. And in fifth one we have given this quadratic equation 100x square minus 20x plus 1, this is equal to 0. Okay, so now we can first factorize the quadratic polynomial 100x square minus 20x plus 1 as splitting the middle terms minus 20x as minus 10x minus 10x. Okay, so this quadratic polynomial, this is equal to 100x square minus 10x plus 1, and this is equal to 10x times 10x minus 1 times 10x minus 1, and this is equal to 10x minus 1 whole square. Okay, so roots of this equation are the values for which 10x minus 1 whole square, this is equal to 0. So therefore 10x minus 1, this is equal to 0, or 10x minus 1, this is equal to 0. Therefore the value of x is equal to 1 by 10 or 1 by 10. Okay, so the roots of this given quadratic equation are 1 by 10 and 1 by 10. Now let us move to question number 2. So in question number 2, here we have to solve the problems. So in first one, here it said John and Jivanti together have 45 marbles. Both of them lost 5 marbles each, and the product of the number of marbles they now have is 124. and here we have to find out how many marbles they had to start with. Okay, so let's solve this problem. So first of all, we have to represent the following situation in the form of quadratic equation. Okay, so here we let the number of John's marble be x. Okay, and therefore number of Jivanti's marble is equal to 45 minus x, since they have total marbles to 45. Okay, so after losing 5 marbles, number of John's marble now is equal to x minus 5, and the number of Jivanti's marble, this is equal to 45 minus x minus 5, that is equal to 40 minus x. So it is given that the product of these marbles, their marbles, is now 124. So now x minus 5 times 40 minus x, this is equal to 124. And now if we simplify it, then it implies x square minus 45x minus 45x plus 324, this is equal to 0. Okay, so now we can use factorization method for solving this equation. Okay, so we can factorize by using splitting the middle terms. So here the middle term is minus 45x. So we can split here the minus 45x as minus 36x minus 9x. Okay, so it implies x square minus 36x minus 9x plus 324, this is equal to 0, and it implies x times x minus 36 minus 9 times x minus 36, this is equal to 0, and it implies x minus 36 times x minus 9, this is equal to 0. Okay, so here from this equation we'll get two values of x. Okay, either x minus 36 is equal to 0 or x minus 9, this is equal to 0. Okay, so that is x is equal to 36 or x is equal to 9. So if the number of John's marble is equal to 36, then the number of Jivanti's marble, that is equal to 45 minus 36, that is equal to 9. And if number of John's marble is equal to 9, then the number of Jivanti's marble, that is equal to 45 minus 9, that is equal to 36. Okay, so here we get two situations. So if the number of John's marble, this is equal to 36, then the number of Jivanti's marble, that is equal to 45 minus 36, that is equal to 9. Okay, and if the number of John's marble is equal to 9, then the number of Jivanti's marble, that is equal to 45 minus 9, that is equal to 36. Okay, so now we will see next question. So in next question here we have said a cottage industry produces a certain number of toys in a day. The cost of the production of each toy in rupees was found to be 55 minus the number of toys produced in a day. For a particular day, the total cost of the production was rupees 750, and here we have to find the number of toys produced in that day, on that day. Okay, so let us solve. So here we let the number of toys produced be x. Okay, so here we let the number of toys produced by x, and cost of production of each toy, cost of production of each toy, that is equal to 55 minus the number of toys produced by that day. Okay, so this is equal to rupees 55 minus x. Okay, so this is equal to rupees 55 minus x. So it is given that total production of the toys, that is equal to rupees 750. Okay, so now we get this equation, x times 55 minus x, this is equal to 750, and it implies x square minus 55x plus 750, this is equal to 0. Okay, and it implies x square minus 25x minus 30x plus 750 is equal to 0. Basically here we have done splitted minus 55x as minus 25x minus 30x. Okay, so now we will get x times x minus 25 times minus 30 times x minus 25, this is equal to 0, and it implies x minus 25 times x minus 30 is equal to 0. Okay, so either x minus 25, this is equal to 0, or x minus 30 is equal to 0. That is, x is equal to 25 or x is equal to 30. So hence the number of toys will be either 25 or 30. Okay, so either a number of toys will be either 25 or 30. So I stop here this lecture. Thank you very much to all of you.